The rating agency Fitch has downgraded the U.S. government's debt. It's a dramatic move that signals rising worries the U.S. might not be able to meet its fiscal obligations. The United States' prior rating, a AAA rating, was second to none. Tuesday's one-notch downgrade to AA+ sparked outcry from the White House and from U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, who called it arbitrary and based on outdated data.
I strongly disagree with Fitch's decision, and I believe it is entirely unwarranted.
Fitch said it was concerned about both the rising level of American government debt and whether the country would, in the future, muster the political will to pay its bills. Here's Davide Barbuscia, U.S. investment correspondent for Reuters.
The reason they decided to go ahead with the downgrade was because of long-standing concerns that were fiscal in nature. So looking, for instance, at the ratio of debt to GDP in the United States, which has been increasingly over the past several years. And also the concerns related to the governance of the country. For instance, the last debt ceiling deal was essentially agreed just a few days before the so-called X date, when the government would have potentially been in a situation in which it would have not been able to pay its bills.
This week's downgrade came after a congressional deal in June that suspended the debt ceiling until 2025. But Fitch wasn't just alarmed by rising debt and political gridlock. It also cited the January 6th Capitol riot.
When speaking to Richard Francis, who is a senior director at Fitch, he explained how the political polarization in the United States was a contributing factor in Fitch's decision to downgrade the government. Another episode that was highlighted in conversations between the rating agency and the Treasury was January 6th insurrection, which again exemplifies that type of political polarization that we have been talking about.
The rating agency highlighted events from January 6, 2021 in meetings with the Treasury ahead of the downgrade decision. Fitch referenced polarization with both parties, saying, quote, "The Democrats have gone further left and